When you guys started BYO, did you ever think you'd make it for 25 years?
No, we never even thought we'd do it for a year. I mean, you know, we actually didn't really start thinking we were running a label, you know, we just put our own record out, really. And then, you know, we'd see bands like, oh shit, we should put your record out, you know, because no one knew how to do it. And we just did one, so we knew how to do it. And we put a record out, and then another one, and we never really had a plan. I mean, you saw the movie.
Yeah.
We didn't, and we still don't. I don't care, you know. We don't care that much about it, you know. It's just, we enjoy doing it, like we put out stuff that we like, you know. I've passed on a lot of things that are like, oh, that'll probably be really big, but I don't want to do it because I don't like it, you know. So, never really looking at it in that way, like as you know, a way to, I mean, obviously we want to be successful with what we put out, but I want to be successful with what we put out on things that are good, that I can get behind, that I like. Oh, the lights just went out.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. There we are. And we're back.
Yeah.
So
that's weird that they stayed on that long. Anyways, yeah. So I mean, that's what we do. We put out stuff that we like, and we haven't put out much. We moved our office. You know, we were in this one place for 14 years, and then at my house, I just like, you know what? I'm just going to build this place for BYO, and so I built this whole thing. So for a year and a half, we didn't put anything out, and we were just in construction. We built this whole space so that we didn't have to pay some rent anymore. And you know, things were getting weird in the music world. You know, stores were closing, and distributors were, you know, going under too, and you know, it's kind of like, what are we going to do? You know, we're going to keep putting this stuff out, and you know, it's just, there's no places to sell it anymore. You know? So it's getting tough. I mean, people put stuff out, and it goes, there's stores, but it's really limited, you know, on where you can put it. So, you know, we were like, let's just kind of sit back and see what's happening, you know, take a year off, build the place, you know, and sort of reinvent BYO again, which we've been doing for a long time. It's not the first time we've done it, you know. You know, things get weird, you know, and you can't just keep going, you know, like, oh, this is the way it is. It's not that way anymore, you know. It's like when the CD started, I remember, you know, we were working with this guy, John Loder, in England, who did all the Crass and, you know, all that stuff, like Crass, Flex Pink Indians. He did all the Discord stuff and lights. I think I could just put the key in. Maybe that'll work. Let's see.
that should work.
Yeah, and that one. How about that? That should stay on. Oh, this guy's gonna go. Let me see if he hits my car. Turn your wheel, buddy. Wait, pause it.
See, we get bonus commentary here from Mark Stern.
Yeah, there we go. You got it.
So do you think, with everything changing with records and the stores and places to sell product, has it hurt smaller bands or bigger bands more, or about equal?
It's hurt everybody for sure, you know. And what it did is it hurt bigger bands, but then that, you know, hurt labels, and so smaller bands have less opportunity now because no label's going to put money into a band now, because it, you know, how do you put money into a band when there's no place to sell them and they haven't sold anything yet? You know, first you have to build them up, and there's less places to build them up in, so it's really difficult. So a lot of labels are doing these deals where they're going to take the band's like publishing rights and their merchandise on the road and all this stuff. So your new band, you're going to sign over everything in order to have somebody behind you pushing anything, because no one can just count on selling CDs anymore. And I don't like that deal. We don't do it. But I don't want to do it. But you know, but then again, we can't put out new bands and just press the CD. What do you do with it? You know? Okay, so it's tough, you know. But I think this box set is kind of like a sort of test. You know what? I'm gonna just pull up real quick.
That's fine.
Take this spot like. This is the minivan that we got. We've been traveling. Well, we flew in and we got this, and then we fly tomorrow to the fest in Gainesville. So we dropped this. We're staying over by the airport. That's our deal.
So with the new movie and everything, obviously there's going to be a little bit more interest in, you know, BYO and Youth Brigade stuff. Do you guys have any plans for a new album?
Yeah, I mean, we do. We got so busy, like, building and then doing this thing. This took up a lot of time, like a year and a half, you know, getting all the bands together and just putting this whole project together. So now that it's out and it's done, you know, we've got some time. So our plan is, you know, around the holidays to just start writing and put something out for spring, and then go out and tour. And we're going to Europe next summer. We were going to go to Europe like January, but we just moved everything, you know. And we do punk rock bowling, and we just moved that from January to May. So we're going to sort of gear up on everything for bowling, which is going to be huge in May. It's going to be our biggest one ever, and because we move into a new place, that's huge. So it's going to be more like a music festival, and then after that, Youth Brigade's going to be out touring all summer and more with a new record, hopefully. It's been a long time. Yeah, you know, we wrote a bunch of stuff, and then we went back, and then we had other stuff going on. We went back and listened to the stuff we wrote, and we just weren't really into it, so we didn't want to put it out. We didn't want to put anything out if we don't like it, so.
And I'm sure we're probably over our time here. Probably it's 2 parts now, but I guess, do you have any last words, you know, for anyone watching out there?
Buy our box set. It's very interesting. It's the movie's great. The guys who did the movie are really good, and there's a lot of history in the book, so that's a good thing. But that's about all I gotta say. You know, come out, support punk rock. You know, it needs it. Support live music. Go buy an album, and quit downloading stuff off LimeWire or wherever the hell you get it from. You know, the next time your friend has a good record that you want, instead of just burning a copy, you just go buy it yourself. Or there's not going to be any more bands left. You know. Because seriously, bands are breaking up left and right. You know, so that's the thing. I mean, people are like, oh, I love that band, but it's like, well, you should support them, you know, in some way, because, you know, it's tough, and it's going to get to the point where there's not going to be all these bands touring all the time and doing stuff because, you know, they can't anymore. But, you know, shit for free is good too.
Yeah, back in the day, I knew plenty of kids that were. Of course, we passed tapes around just as a way of getting the music out. You know, we were all.
You had a crappy cassette tape, and you know the thing that's different is that the cassette, yeah, you'd make cassettes for your friends, but the cassettes would wear out, so it was like a temporary thing that you like. If you got one and you liked it, and then all of a sudden it was like it was messed up, and you'd go buy it, the record, because it's like, oh, I love that, you know, my tape ran out.
Well, yeah, and if you liked the record anyway, you'd go buy the record because you'd want to touch it and see all the information that came with it.
Yeah.
You know, that's one.
Exactly.
And see, the closest equivalent you get to that with LimeWire is the drums sound like crap, and usually you can't find a good download of it.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, there are lots of other ways around that, you know.
Yeah, sure, there's ways to get that stuff, you know, no problem. But, you know, people just have to think.